Hey everyone, and welcome back to another deep dive into weather. Happy Tuesday. So let's go and get it started. Let's take a look at your headlines. So we've got the same headlines as yesterday. Dry weather ahead, temps are going to fall then rise, and I'll give you some updates on Umberto and Imelda. So let's go ahead and take a look at our Scott Stadium camera. You can see mostly cloudy skies out there, overcast, and the rain has been relatively consistent throughout this morning. However, it's been very light rain, so just a drizzle here or there. You probably noticed it in your commute. I did this morning. The ground is wet from it, and it's covering most of our viewing area as well, but very minimal rain, so just need a jacket. Here's a look at your dew points, mid-60s, so it's kind of in between. We're leaning towards uncomfortable there, a little bit sticky, but nothing oppressive. We're going to start to see these dew points fall as your temperatures start to fall as well. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be less humid. And there's your range there. So here's a look at your current temperatures, mid to upper 60s as of right now. Supposed to be reaching the low to mid 70s as your highs. Right now we've got 69 in Charlottesville, Madison, 67 in Luray, 66 in Harrisonburg and Stanton, so pretty even temperatures. As we look at the rest of your eve or your afternoon going into tonight, you can see we're still expecting a few more showers and the clouds to continue as well. But the clouds we'll start to see the clouds and all the moisture move further south. I'll show you that in just a minute and explain why, but let me talk about the temperature trend really quick. So as we head into tomorrow, we're going to have the cold front come in tonight, but as we go into Wednesday, temperatures are pretty much the same as what we saw yesterday, maybe a degree or two cooler, or what we're seeing today, maybe a degree or two cooler. But then on Thursday, we really start to see those temperatures fall into the lower 70s, and then they make a huge jump as we have a warming trend coming for your weekend. So from Friday to Saturday, we're jumping up to the upper 70s, then we're in the lower 80s as we head into next week. Here's a look at your radar right now. You can see that the rain has pretty good coverage over our viewing area, kind of heading further north right now, but as I mentioned, very light. And here's a broader look. You can see the cloud cover, the rainfall, all coming from the south, moving northwest. It's due to a stationary front that has been stalled for quite a while. We saw the front pass through last week and provide us with some rain. It's been staying near the coast, and then we have Hurricane Imelda. So we can now classify Imelda as a hurricane. She upgraded earlier this morning to a Category 1, and Imelda is actually impacting us as of right now. Minimal impacts, very light rain as I mentioned. And you can see Hurricane Umberto. I'm going to give you a better picture of Hurricane Umberto a little bit later, but if you remember yesterday, we had Hurricane Umberto was a Category 4 hurricane. Umberto is now a Category 1. I'll explain that in just a minute, but just think about that for a second. So here's a look at what this model is predicting for that rain. This is 3:30 p.m. The shower is consistent, light rain. As we head into tonight, they kind of fade down, and we start to see the clouds start to move as well. So you can see further north of us experiencing clear skies. As we head into Wednesday morning, the clouds are still moving down, so we've got partly cloudy skies for Wednesday morning, but then we're going to really give way to the sunshine for Wednesday going into Thursday as well. Here's a look into that. And here's a look at your planner for tomorrow. So your temperature range is going to be between 71 and 76. As I mentioned, partly cloudy skies, mixture of sun and clouds for your morning. Cooler start to the day, 59 degrees at 8 a.m. And then as we head into the afternoon, evening time, more sun. Now we can dive into some more interesting things. So we've got Hurricane Umberto there. You can see, I mean, just the look of them. Yesterday they were pretty parallel. Hurricane Imelda's kind of stalled away from the coast, which is great. There's different factors. We've got some upper level troughing ridging that's playing a role in where Imelda's going. We've got northerly winds pushing that as well, pushing Imelda. A lot of different factors kind of pushing Imelda away from the coast. We really lucked out with that, but we also have this close bond between Umberto and Imelda that's also helping Imelda get pushed away from the coast. So Umberto is actually really helping us out. Even though Umberto was a little bit scarier, Category 5, Umberto's been staying out in the Atlantic, not really bothering anyone, and helping to keep us safe from Category 1 Hurricane Imelda. So as you can see, though, Umberto has significantly weakened from yesterday. Category 4, it's now Category 1. The categories kept just dropping like flies. And it's due to Imelda. So Umberto's influencing Imelda, Imelda's influencing Umberto, and they're kind of just playing this back and forth together. They're super close, and they are in the distance, the minimal distance that's required. They're under 170 miles apart, so that the effects can be felt between the two of them. Here's a look at the spaghetti plot. So Umberto and Imelda are heading in the same direction, but Umberto is ahead of Imelda further east already, and it kind of looks like Imelda's going to follow Umberto as they both start to diminish further and further as they get into the Atlantic. So here's a look into that. You can see they're staying at Category 1. Umberto kind of dies off right there on Wednesday, and then Imelda kind of makes her way further east. And here's another look into it. So that's Friday going to Saturday. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. So as I mentioned, we still have to deal with the cloudiness and the rain for today, but the sun does come out for tomorrow. So that's always great news. Temperatures are pretty similar tomorrow, a little bit breezy, and then a dry stretch of weather, a cooler few days as well. So the next few days, Thursday and Friday, if you're considering when you want to make plans, if you're considering going outdoors, if you're like, hey, I want to go for that jog, but I don't know which day this week, I would suggest probably Thursday. Thursday's the coolest, sunny, and as we head into your weekend, that's when you're probably going to want to wait, because the weekend, that's when we're getting warmer. So just something to be mindful of, and keep checking back. We'll keep giving you updates, but thanks so much thanks so much for tuning into this deep dive into weather. I hope you have a great rest of your Tuesday, and I'll see you again tomorrow.